Hi guys, it's Miss Perkins here. Today we're going to be talking about Module 2, Lesson 13. In this lesson, it is about being able to solve word problems when subtracting 9 from 10. So looking at this, the first thing I want to talk about is the steps. The steps are that we fill out the parts in the number bond and label each part. Then we identify the whole. The whole may or may not be given to us in that word problem. So that step is just there if they give us the word problem. Sometimes they do not. Step number 3. Draw the parts in a 5-group drawing and box in 10. Step number 4. Write a number sentence. Step number 5. Take 9 from 10. Step number 6. Circle what's left and complete the statement. So these are the steps that we're going to follow to be able to solve this word problem. So looking at this word problem, we know that we read the word problems 3 times. Okay, so we're going to read this word problem 3 times. And we read it 3 times just to where we can truly understand how to read the word problem and truly be able to understand what the word problem is trying to tell us. Because remember, like I've been telling you guys, word problems give us so many clues to be able to solve this word problem. They give us so many clues. Remember, we're number detectives. So we're having to figure out all these clues to be able to answer and solve this word problem. So let's get started. It says there are 10 birds splashing in a puddle and 7 birds walking on the grass. 9 of the splashing birds flew away. How many birds are left? I'm going to read it again. There are 10 birds splashing in a puddle and 7 birds walking on the grass. 9 of the splashing birds flew away. How many birds are left? Now I'm going to read it one more time. There are 10 birds splashing in a puddle and 7 birds walking on the grass. 9 of the splashing birds flew away. How many birds are left? Okay, so we're going to take it one sentence at a time. Okay, but before we do that, let's do our cubes. Remember, cubes is to circle the important numbers, underline the important words, underline the question, box in the important words, and to think about how we're going to solve it, and then solve. So, we have to circle those important numbers first. Well, I see 10, 7, and 9. Then we're going to underline the question. We have the question mark, and we go behind it. Then we're going to box in important words. What we're going to do, I'm going to box in birds splashing, and box in puddle as well. Then 7 birds walking, box in birds walking, and I'm also going to box in grass. Then it says 9 of these splashing birds, I'm boxing that in, flew away. I'm boxing that in and I'm putting a minus sign by it. So that means those birds are going to have to be taken away. Okay, so we have to think about, what first does the word problem tell us the whole? No, it does not. It tells us our 2 parts, but does not tell us our whole. 10 and 7 are our parts. Now, we know that 10 and 7 are our parts because it tells us that 10 are splashing in the puddle and 7 birds are walking on the grass. It gives us 3 numbers here because that number 9 told us how many flew away. So we're going to be using that number to take away, to subtract in just a moment. Okay, but we're going to have to, but that 9 is not one of our parts. Okay, at least not for our number bond. Now, looking at this, we are going to label these 2 parts. Well, there is 10 birds splashing in a pond, so I'm going to put the 10, right above the 10, I'll put a P for puddle, not pond. And then 7 birds walking on the grass. I'm putting a G for grass. Now we're going to draw both 10 and 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boxing in 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, and then we know that 10, 7, we know that 10, 7 is 17. So let's go back to our steps for a moment. First, we filled in those parts. We did the number bottom, we labeled. We identified the whole as being 17, but it did not give it to us. We had to figure it out on our own. We drew the parts, and then we boxed in 10. All right, next step is that we can write our number sentence. Well, we know that we are going to have 17 altogether. We are about to take away 9 birds that flew away. And we have to figure out what this number is right here. So let's do that. Let's take away 9 birds. Remember, it says 9 of the birds that are splashing in the puddle flew away. So that means these right here. So we have to take away from those. So we're going to take away 9. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now, we wrote our number sentence, we took away, and then we have to circle what's left and do our statement once we finish our number sentence. So we're going to circle what's left. Now what is left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are blank birds left. We know there are 8 birds left. Okay? So we know that there are 8 birds left because 17 minus 9 equals 8. Now the reason why 10 and 7 are our 2 parts is to be able to know that we're taking 9 from this 10. Because it broke up 17 in the 10 way. So it's broken up the 10 way so we can take 9 from that 10 to make it easier for us to figure out what our answer is. Alrighty guys, that's it for this video.